Alright, YTPC. It is Tuesday. It is Cob Tuesday, but I'm not smoking a cob. I'm smoking me barley pot. That big smoke fill, gimme. Got some old dark fire in it. Very nice. First things first, do a shout out. Sometimes channels just pop up, don't they, on your feed. And I was sat in my truck earlier, and this thing come up, and it's a gentleman called the Novice Piper. So I had a look. Wow. What a channel. And he's a novice piper. He's got 15 videos. '67 subscribers. His first video, if you nip over, when you nip over and sub him, do start at his first video, because it's him going through his first pipe, his first tobaccos, how he's chosen them, what he's doing, then he's doing reviews. It's brilliant, and it's great to watch somebody from the very beginning, and he's good in front of camera. So the Novice Piper, go and check him out, see if you like him. That's my shout out. Got me a cup of tea. The next one is, it's a little bit of Team Freedom. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Greg. So I'm listening to news this morning, and in Parliament today, they are debating the smoking policy, tobacco policy. Now what that means is, in this country, that anyone born after 2009, they're going to bring into law that they can't buy tobacco products. Now, it sounds great. Sounds absolutely fantastic. You know, the health of the future generations. So I'm sat there thinking, and there's a few MPs, members of Parliament, that are disagreeing with this. Now they're going down the old adage of looking after our children, we're looking after the National Health Service. Now one member of Parliament said, but we live in a democratic country. We're supposed to have freedom of choice. That freedom of choice is then being taken away. So my mind starts thinking, they can get this law passed. Now, if they were to turn around tomorrow and say, we're banning tobacco products, we're banning you from smoking any tobacco products, they're coming off the market next week, law, it would cause uproar. The original smoking ban in pubs and everything caused uproar. So it's very clever, this. And it's not just our countries, New Zealand, Australia, Canada have all been toying around with it. Same as if they were to say, we're going to stop you from drinking from tomorrow. It would cause uproar. However, an intergenerational law doesn't affect people like myself. Like the 20-year-olds, the current voters. So nobody really says anything. Everybody goes, yeah, it's a good idea, that. So in 2 generations' time, there will be nobody smoking in the country. Legally. The black market's going to go through the roof, innit? The uproar isn't caused by the current voting people because it doesn't impact or affect them. The kids who are being born or pre-2009, after 2009 and everything else, doesn't really impact them because they won't know what it really is and da-da-da-da. However, a law will have been passed that impacts 2 generations in the future. I think, this is just my opinion, I got chatting away with a pal today, and it's a tester. Now what you go for is the smoking. You know, it's nasty, it's horrible. They go down all that route, don't they? It causes cancer, it causes this, it causes that. Children. What comes next? What intergenerational law comes next? Because then what they can... There's a big hoo-ha about our pensions, state pensions that we pay into. And the longer people are living and they're wanting to extend how long you work for, it's currently 67, it's going to get pushed to 70. It'll then go down a means testing route. Eventually they'll get rid of it. If they were to get rid of it, it would cause massive impact to the current government in place. But if they change that law intergenerational, anyone born before 2010, after 2010, sorry, isn't going to get a state pension. Doesn't cause any uproar, does it? I'm not impacted. The 20-year-olds aren't impacted. The voters aren't impacted. But that generation is. The NHS costs billions. We'll bring in an intergenerational law that says anybody born after 2010, 2011, 12 doesn't get the NHS. They'll have to have a private scheme. Doesn't cause any uproar, doesn't affect me, doesn't affect the 20-year-olds or the 80-year-olds. You see where I'm going with this? But what it does is, it takes away people's freedom of choice. I could be completely off the mark. Gun control. We're not going to allow anybody to have a gun license after 2010, 2009, 2012. Doesn't affect me, but it affects that next generation there. They haven't got that freedom of choice. So is this that's going off around the Western world currently, with democratic governments and societies, a tester? A peaceable way of bringing in laws which would actually cause uproar within the voting age group. Are our freedoms being eroded from that point there? Because they know they can't do it at this point here. It's just a thought. It's just my thought. I have a lot of time to think in that truck. I hope not. This pot pipe, it smokes tobacco, beautiful. And the old dark fired. Sit back, relax, sun's out. People won't be able to do that in 2 generations' time. Is it a shame? I don't know. We won't be able to see it. Personally, I think it's a shame. But anyway, have a great Tuesday. Look after your families. And I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.